Okay, then the next one, the last one is relationship. So that's the last thing that we should know. So now we have discussed, let me summarize. We discussed about entity. It's a basically in any system, a place, event, concept, object refers to an entity. Then weak entity is an entity which depends on another entity. And I also said that is a noun, entity is a noun, and if it is explained further, then it's an entity. And these other nouns used to explain that will become attributes. So we learn about the attributes then. It's a property, trait of a feature of an entity, relationship, or another attribute. Then we learn about two things, multi-value attribute and derived attribute. Multi-value attribute has multiple values, more than one value, and derived attribute is based attribute based on some other attribute. So that is derived attribute. And now the relationship. Relationship means it is how entities interact. It's very simple. It's how entities interact with each other. Carpenter makes table. Teacher teaches student. It's basically a verb, right? Yes, you can say it's a verb. Carpenter makes table. Teacher teaches student. And here in our question, so let's say team host match and match has match role referee. Then player plays match, so player plays the match, or match player plays match, right? Likewise, player belongs to team. So mostly it's a verb. Or there are some other relationship that is like has a relationship. It has, is, has. Likewise, there are some relationship can be has a, is a kind of relationship. Here, employees supervise employees. So you read like this, employee supervise. So here, better to have supervise because it's a verb. Relationships are represented by diamond shape, not labeled using verbs. So better use supervise. Right. Let me cut this one line. And when you write this in your book, please write as. So please write it as supervise. Please cut it and write as supervise. Or let me write in top of that, on top of that. Supervise. So that is the better way. Employee supervisors employees. This is recursive relationship. Recursive relationship means relationship is there with the same entity. If relationship is there with the same entity, you call recursive relationship. So these two things you should know. So one is the main relationship. The recursive relationship is a relationship between the same type of entity. That means employee manages employees. එතන employee කියන කෙනාම තමයි employee කෙනෙක්ම තමයි manage කරන්නේ අනිත් employees ලා. company එක නේද සේවකයෙක්ම තමයි තවත් සේවකයෝ පාලනය කරන්නේ. ඒ සේවකයෝ පාලනය වෙන්නේ සේවකයෙක් අතින්මයි. ඉතින් employee manages employee. ඒවට අපි කියනවා recursive relationship. Same entity participate more than one relationship. So please write down relationship, the main heading relationship, as well as recursive relationship. And please draw this and show. When you are drawing the second one, please draw as supervise, not supervision, employee supervise employees. So you can ask, if there are any unclear points, you can ask. නිකම්ම අහන් ඉන්න එපා. තේරුම් නැති දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් කියන්න. I can explain it again. Right. Relationship is basically how these entities are linked. How entities are linked or how entities are connected is used in relationship. Entity to entity, directly you cannot connect entity to entity. ER diagram එක entity එකක් directly තව entity එකකට connect කරන්න බෑ. ඒතර relationship සම්බන්ධතාවයක් කරහා තමයි connect කරන්න ඕන. අපි හිතමු student and teacher කියලා. එතකොට student ඉන්නවා එක පැත්තක entity එකක් විදියට, teacher ඉන්නවා අනිත් පැත්තේ. අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් student learn from teacher කියලා. Student learn from teacher කියලා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් teacher දාලා teacher teaches student. ඒ relationship එකෙන් තමයි entity දෙක අතර සම්බන්ධතාවය ගොඩනගන්නේ. Understood that?
Yes.
Right, okay. අපි හිතමු මෙහෙම customer සහ goods බාණ්ඩ අතර relationship එක මොකක්ද? එක පැත්තක customer ඉන්නවා අනිත් පැත්තක goods. customer නැත්නම් මේ පැත්තේ තියෙනවා අපි හිතමු මොනවා හරි customer ගන්නේ අපි හිතමු cookies කියලා. Right? customer ගන්නේ cookies නම් එතනම අපිට ලියන්න වෙන්නේ customer buy cookies or customer buy bunnies or something anything. Right? Customer buy goods. Then the customer buy camera. The customers are camera අතර relationship එක තමයි buy කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒක ක්‍රියාපදයක්. It's a verb. හරි හැබැයි දැන් අපි හිතමු මෙහෙම students ලගෙන් එක student කෙනෙක්ව තෝරනවා. එයාලව represent කරන්න. class එකේදී කරන්නේ monitor එහෙම දාන්නේ පන්තියේ නායකයා විදියට දාන්නේ student කෙනෙක්මයි. student කෙනෙක් මාරෙ නැත්නම් ශිෂ්‍ය නායකයෙක් විදියට දාන්නේ prefect කෙනෙක් දාන්නේ විදියට දාන්නේ student කෙනෙක්මයි. එහෙමනම් අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් student ම තමයි student ගේ අතර relationship එක. එතකොට එතනදි වෙන්නේ student manage students or student manage or student lead students. prefect කෙනෙක් දානවා කියලා කියන්නේ මේ වගේ දෙයක්. student කෙනෙක්ව තෝරලා එයාගේම අනිත් students ලා lead කරන්න දානවා. student represent students. student manage students. student lead students. ඔය විදිහේ relationship එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ entity එකේම ඒ જાතියෙම කෙනෙක් අතර relationship අපි කියනවා recursive relationship කියලා. Clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now we can write down and draw this. So now you know all the kind of components, all the kind of components in ER diagram. Entities, attributes, relationship, recursive relationship, derived attribute, multi-value attribute, and key attribute, weak entity, right? Now you all know all the terminologies. So next thing is basically the practical. Practical means you don't have practical here actually, but what you have to do, you have to create ER diagram based on a scenario, based on a case. You have to create ER diagram. But before that, I would like to discuss one more part that is called cardinality and ordinality. Cardinality and ordinality. Right. That means, so this explains the participation of the relationship. This explains the participation of the relationship. Right? So what is that? Basically, give me 1 minute, right? Wait. Right, cardinality and ordinality means basically the participation of the relationship. Participation of the relationship means here it's not given as that. So participation of the relationship means if one entity from one side So how many other entities are connected to this particular entity? So let's see something like this. Student. Student is an entity. Let's have the square student. Student is an entity. Student is an entity. Let's say in the other hand, you have teacher. Teacher. Student is an entity and teacher is also an entity. So what's the relationship between this student and teacher? You can say anything. Student learn from teacher or teacher teaches student, whatever. Let's say teacher teaches student. I'm going to have a diamond here. So my relationship, I'm going to define like this. I'll change the side. Teacher, because we read from basically we read from left to right. Teacher teaches, teacher teaches student. Okay. So then the line indicating this line indicate the connection or the relationship between teacher and student. And one teacher, sorry, you know, if I indicate one here, one teacher, mistake. One teacher can teach many students. You represent like this. One teacher can teach many students. Student can, yes, student can learn from again many teachers. Then the relationship will be something like this. We call M by N relationship. So why it is M by N? Teacher can teach many students. Student can learn from many teachers. Then you write M by N. Or, so let's copy the same and write it in another way. Teacher reports principal. Let's say, let's edit this reports. Teacher reports principal. Teacher reports principal. So you know that when this relationship is going on, let's take the relationship, the link. Teacher reports principal. So, you know, one teacher reports one principal. Principal has many teachers. You write n by 1. Or if you write principal here and teacher here, it can be 1 by n. So this is the second type of cardinality. So there are many type of cardinalities like m by n, 1 by n or n by 1. And there can be 1 by 1 or 1-to-1 relationship also. For an example, student and the brain. So basically, one student has, has a relationship. One student has how many brains? Yes, 0. Is that so? Hari, what is the relationship? So please write down, please copy all these three things, right? One student has one brain and one brain belongs to one student only. So can be 1-to-1, 1-to-n or many to many. Can be 1-to-1, 1-to-many or many to many. Three type of relationships, many to many, you write m by n. 1 to many, you write 1 by n, 1 to n. Then can be 1 to 1, you write like 1 by 1. So these are the three type of cardinalities in a relationship. Right, cardinality, please write the heading cardinality. Cardinality is the participation. Participation of the entities in a relationship. There are three types: many to many, one to many, and one to one. Please write down this. Right, with that, I'm going to stop for today. So because we have to start 2022 class as well. That's in 8 a.m. 8 p.m. That's by 8 p.m. If you wish to learn Python and you are in 2021, please join with that class also. We have shared the link. So please use the link and join with that class too. We will start within 10 minutes. Right? Okay, then I think everything is clear. So please remember this, because next day we have to draw a real diagram and see. Plus we have to discuss about the normalization. That is the last topic for databases. Next day we will finish databases, and week after next week we can start the brand new lesson, that is in networking. Then good night. See you all in the next week.
Thank you, sir.